Chapter 1. I already know what happened before. I don't blame you guys, go down and rest. The old man said to the two children outside the room, his tone kind. Also, remember to seek out your teacher before you go to bed to have him help you get rid of the after effects of sanctification. Alvin nodded his head and pulled Jane, who was still a bit wrathful, out of the cabin. When the two had left, the old man was the one who stood up from his seat and turned his head to a young girl beside him. Come on, Renégine, let's go together to meet the honored guest. Noble guest? The young girl wondered what the old man meant. The ship they were on was not docked in Guthrus's harbor, but outside half a nautical mile apart, surrounded by a vast expanse of sea water, and the young girl named Renégine had no idea where the noble guest the old man was talking about was coming from. The old man didn't explain, he just pushed the door and walked out onto the deck. Those paladins who stood outside in the night wind, silent as if they were stone statues, saluted one after another when they saw him, and it could be felt that their respect for the old man was from the bottom of their hearts. The old man did not tire of returning the salutes one by one before walking to the center of the deck. In the eyes of the young girl's astonished eyes, he made an extremely solemn bow to the empty bow of the ship before speaking, "Coronet, we meet again." A moment later there was a momentary distortion in the sight of the place he was gazing at, and a figure appeared under the moonlight, and it was clearly none other than Robin. The reason why His Excellency, the future Ultra-Magician, had let Alvin and Jane leave was so that he could follow them and find the mastermind of the temple tonight. The two were a secret weapon that had been cultivated by the church, and no matter who it was, he would surely want to have such a powerful and dangerous thing in his own hands to feel at ease. Dadalian had guessed correctly. There were too many people mixed up in the city of Guthrus to take out all of these forces, even if Robin had Bevenadette's help, and there was only one party that could be capable of doing that tonight, and that was the wizard. With Abus gone, the Wizards Guild has been quiet in this turmoil tonight, and with the exception of Lilith, who acted alone in picking up Lot's escape, the rest of them have been quiet so far, and thus there are a lot of people who have ignored their presence. But Guthrus City is, after all, the magician's Guthrus. The city of mages is not a name without reality. There are tens of thousands of magicians living in this city, nearly 100 magic colleges, an incomparably powerful force. However, magicians advocate freedom by nature. The organizational structure of the magician's guild is not divided into equal ranks like the Pantheon. The force that Dadalian commanded not to move, and Olawan also commanded not to, however, once they suddenly unite together because of...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?